Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back finally with the full collection flip through. I really wanted to do this after moving everything to A4s, except for maybe a few specific ones that wouldn't fit the like a 9-pocket page. But I grossly underestimated how many big binders I need. Like these binders, they hold a lot, but I have 4 and they're at capacity and I feel so bad for the poor things because they need to be alleviated a bit. And I still have 4 other A5 binders. So I ordered 3 more, but I'm not going to delay this any longer. So even though it's not in the most perfect way I'd like it to be for this video, we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to do flip throughs. I don't know how long this is going to take. I do have 4 big A4s and I have 4 smaller A5s. And this exercise, I don't understand how we have this many cards just for 2 members. It's just 2 members, but there's so much. So it's like, I guess when you actually sit down and look at things, sometimes you realize how fast everything has grown or how far you've come. Anyway, so this is my flip through for the year at the start, and then next year we will go through and see the progress in January again. I know we're into February, but I haven't gotten anything new in, so this is as of the end of January 2024, everything that's come into me. This is where my collection is at that time, and we will come back January 2025 and see how it's grown. So it's going to be a longer video, so I don't want to delay too much on intros. So again, these are all the A5s are Prism Platinum, and all the A4s are Meow Cafe. So it's 2 of the bigger brands that people buy from. So just so you know, in case you like how they look and you want to try them for your own collection, I guess. So I did go with the 1, 2, 3, and then 4 for sets, and then the matching at the bottom. So kind of like this. And I'll just say it now that I didn't necessarily put this in like any kind of particular order. I just put it so that like the middle to me looked the best. So it doesn't matter if like a Her album or like the Love Yourself collection, it's like LOVE. It might not be in exact order, but they are together. So anyways, I'll get going. So I mentioned before, I love that these all fit nicely on this page. We also have these together, and I'll come up with fillers later. So these might not all be in the right place, but this is where I have the broadcast moved to for now. I don't think, I'll never say never, but it may be a long time, if not never, so for some Tae broadcasts. So for now, Jin's just going to occupy both sides. We also have more. I do have Fire Tae. I also have the Wings broadcast. I hope to get Tae soon, so he can go on this page too. And you'll see originally I had everything by album, but now it's more like by concept. I try to keep all the album cards together, but in later editions like Butter and Proof, they have a lot more cards. So you'll see later how I laid that out. Because Tier and Her have vinyls, I put the vinyl PC in the middle of a 10 pocket, and I love how this looks. I actually also ordered some more 10 pockets because I didn't realize how much I want to utilize them, and I'm down to about 4 now, so I've got a few more just to play around with. We also have DNA broadcast here, and then the same thing with Tier. I don't know what happened to my group order manager for this. They haven't said anything since December, so hopefully these are coming to me soon. And then we got Fake Love and Idol for broadcast Jin. We have Answer, then Persona broadcasts, or Boy with Love broadcasts, basically. the Persona postcards on the back here. I said never, but you know, never say never on this channel. I should have just called my channel that. I'm gonna get I forget what they're called, the pink and blue cards, and they'll go here eventually, but for now, this is the BTS World page. And then we have Mot 7, and the cute and sexy version of the broadcast. This is one of my favorite pages. This is what I mean when I said that, like here we have both album and pre-order benefits mixed together, but this is one of my favorite pages because it's all the concept cards together, and this just brings so much joy. So, and then we have more from B, being the pre-order bonus card and the lucky draws, and more again. And now we're into butter. I do have to move one of these to a 10 pocket again, but that's for another time. That's just how it will look next time it shows up here. So for this page specifically, I just want to point out, I want to do the 4 concepts they did for butter, even if these are like the Japan fan club. So it's like, because they did like the criminal, the beach, I don't know what this was, but it was great. And the car wash, I wanted them all together. And we got our car wash 3D photos. We then have the Hype Insight card from the Butter albums, plus the lucky draws, and then also plus the broadcast. And again, same thing for Proof. Proof had a lot of inclusions, so right here we just have album and the POB. We have the triptychs. We have the album poll postcards. And here you can actually see the back, and then we have the start of the Proof Collector's Edition, and then also mixed in with some from the lucky draws. So we have lucky draws, we have the Hype Insight poll, lucky draw poll, we have the Proof Collector's Edition, 2 of the cards that came with that. I pulled him myself, and that was one of the best days of my life, since it was such a high value item. To be able to pull Jin was like super exciting. And then we have the rest of the lucky draws. We have Proof broadcast. We have the lottery card for Jin. I'll have to move these around should I be able to get Tae's, but for now this is like that. We have the Japan FC, and then we have the other collector's edition. So this page I tried to have the ones where they have the light on their face, or darker concept, with the 2 lighter on the edges. And then finally for that we have just these 2, I forget what they're called, but like the augmented reality cards that you can see. I also have the Japan ones. I really thought that this binder would be able to accommodate these quite easily, but it's actually really full, so I may have to look at moving some things around in the future, because I thought I could have the Korea stuff with the Japan stuff. Maybe not. We'll see. It's pretty packed though, and it's a little uncomfortably packed, so we'll see how I end up arranging things. But we have the Japan album cards now. Japan album cards are some of my favorite. I don't know why the looks of them are very simple, but I just really like them. And like No More Dream is one of my favorites, like top 10 maybe for Jin cards. So we have the Danger insert. Again, I mentioned this in our video, but they're double-sided, so Yoongi's on the back. We have For You, Jin, and again, Gaps Waiting for Tae, which I'll find someday. So we got like the I Need Yous and stuff. Again, one of my favorites. So here it kind of transitions over to Youth and Airplane. So that's what we have in like this page. We have like Run Handshake, that kind of thing. This is driving me nuts that this keeps moving around, but I'm not going to fix it on video. I'll just leave it. And I have these like this for now until I'm able to get Jin. And then maybe they can go separately. Then we have these, which I think are maybe too far in, I don't know. Lights, and you get into mots. So I really like how everything worked out. Everything to me just like worked out so nicely, and I'm like super happy. And it's the first time, and I still haven't fixed this because I know they don't go together, but that's how it is for now. I love having all the inclusions in here. I love having all the concept, like one concept all together. It's just brings me a lot of joy. So we have those with these now. These are just a little bit of miscellaneous Japanese though, and also the army booth. They'll get moved, but for now this is where they are. We have fortune boxes. And then finally finishing off with the Taiwanese postcards, or postcards, photo cards, whatever you want to call them. That's everything for this binder. I just realized this page somehow is missing this, so that's a good thing to catch. So this is the Korean, Japanese, and Taiwan binder. But again, I feel like it's a little uncomfortably full, which I kind of feel bad for the cards, though these binders hold things very well. Everything feels very flat. Like it feels like it's all just staying where it should, even despite it being very full. So not too bad. Let's see what binders I have up next. I think we can go into next. Let's do Solo, which I've shown a lot, so I'll go quickly through that section. Let's look at Solo and Muster. So let's just make sure. Okay. So I grossly overestimated these binders, thinking that they would hold way more than they do. They do hold a ton, I should say, because I was at 14 binders and I'm down to 8. And I think at the end of the day, I'll be down to more like 7, if I'm not including the binder for my posters or the photo folio for the files. So this is all muster moved. I actually spent 4.5 hours moving all these in yesterday, and it took forever. 4.5 hours is a long time. So I have all these in reverse chronology, the most recent at the front and the oldest at the back. And this is kind of like, so when new stuff comes out, it's like right up front. You can kind of enjoy it during the time that it's out. That's my thought anyway. So we got the postcards, and then we go into fifth muster, which I think looks fantastic on these big pages. Like this has always been my favorite like set of 8, like this concept. So I love seeing it that way. And we have these in here now. So everything can kind of go together. And then fifth muster Korea, or fifth muster Japan. Korea's the hard one. We got the benefits from Busan and Seoul, and then also from the Blu-ray and DVD, the 2 Blu-rays, and then like Happily Ever After. These are the cutest cards. It was really nice having to move things because I got to go through and kind of enjoy everything again. Some of these I just feel like I hadn't looked at in a while. They just kind of get put away. But like these are adorable. Like I love them. And I'm so happy to have like a way to go back through. These are pages for stuff that's incoming. That's the February video problem, even though this is February. We have some, what is this, third fan meet, undercover mission. We go into second muster. I do want to get another unit card, one of the unit cards with Jin. They're really expensive though, so it's not a priority. If I find one for a good price, I'll get it, and then it can go on the spot. Cancelled second muster. There's less cards for this. Again, I do want to get one of the ones with like Jin and Jimin. I really like the ice cream one, so maybe that one, but again, they're kind of overpriced, so I'm just waiting for a good deal. And then we got the photos from it. And then I think first fan meet. Yeah, first fan meet. So that's it for muster and fan meet section. Then again, I'll do this quickly because I've shown this part of my collection to death. So we just got like the solo stuff. I did find this, so this is a complete page now, which I like. And I'm still working on fillers for other pages. I moved some things around a tiny bit, but overall, I'm just gonna flip through these quickly because I feel like I've talked about this section way too much for such a short period of time. I did move in the layover posters though, 2 of them at least, because I did have some extra. Actually, they fit folded. You don't have to cut them like with the astronaut, so very happy about that. This one, which one? I love these two. And also these, I really love these. I've mentioned that before, but yeah. Don't have much to say because I've said a lot already, so I'll just wrap up this section. And I just realized that I forgot to move the mini poster, so that's still hanging out here. And just for the sake of completion, Jin is on the back. This will go somewhere else, probably in the venue section that I will build out eventually. I don't know when the other set of binders are coming. I would assume probably next week sometime, maybe mid next week if I'm lucky. So it's exciting. So now let's go into, I guess, tour. I think tour is this one. Oh, this table is not accommodating of all these giant binders. So yes, this is the tour binder. So everything tour did fit so far, but again, it is at capacity. So when the guys come back, and you know we're gonna get more tours, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess at that point I'll have to figure it out. I probably have to start going into another binder. So again, it's reverse chronology. We're starting at the most recent and going back to the oldest. So we got PTD, which I like saying because it's like, this like rolls off the tongue, so fun. But anyway, we got the postcards. I do want to figure out a way to maybe put like a paper backing and get them to stop sliding around so much because that drives me insane. Unfortunately, these sets aren't quite even, so there's just these 4 by themselves here. And then we go into these sets, or these, the mini tour set. And the one at the beginning was like the second batch that they did. Then Mott's 1. This was the first set I actually completed, so this set means a lot to me. I think it got a little oversaturated in the market at some point because people weren't really excited about this set at the time. I kind of came in just as it was wrapping up. And personally, I love it. I don't know. I think they look fabulous. And again, I'm going to try to find some backing paper to help stop these sliding around. But here's from the Mott's postcards. Then we have Bang Bang Con. This card, I don't know if anyone else had a hard time finding it. And this, collecting both Mott's, this, and like Damerjang is like why I kind of landed up just trying to buy sets whole if I could, because the time it took to find this guy, I have no idea. It just took so long to find him. It's like nobody had him for sale. And I managed to get all these super easy, all the others, except for him. It took me a very long time to find him. We got the postcards. So I do have a double of Tae here. I've mentioned that before. But I do have the proper one incoming, so at least that will be fixed. And then these, and again, I love having these all together. It just feels complete. It feels like this is what the merch was from Bang Bang Con, and here it is all together in one place to enjoy, and I love that. I also have the unit cards because Taejin is just such a cute subunit, and I really, really like this. Even though I typically don't collect the units, this particular one I loved, and I am missing one, but I'll get that eventually if I see it come up. Then we're into Mott's, and I should mention, yes, like 4 of these were from Bang Bang Con and 4 of these are from Mott's. And then we're into Mott's Tour. This was another one that was hard to find. I don't know why, just like cute Jinny. People like cute Jin. So, I always forget what this one is. Love Yourself, Speak Yourself. Fluffy Tae and Purple Jin. I don't know why, I like this face a lot. It looks a little sassy. I don't know why though. I think Tae also looks like exceptionally gorgeous in these cards, in this photo shoot. And then we're moving on. Again, like these are really nice outfits. I like this concept a lot. One of Jin's favorite poses is the go-to unbutton the top button or tie. I love that pose. These, the Speak Yourself, the final postcards, are so hard to find. I did manage to find 1 more Jin and 2 Tae, so at least I'm halfway there, but they are just nowhere. When I found him, I didn't think, I'm like, oh, these are nice, I'm gonna get the rest of them. I didn't think I would be hunting them for like over a year, but it's, I don't know why they're so difficult. We have the flower concept, which is super cute, and they look gorgeous across all of them. And here they just look adorable. It's a very soft concept. Like some of them, like some concepts are like very smoldering, and then others are just like soft and pretty, like this one. Same with this one. This one's very soft. I don't know why, I just think this is the cutest. But they're like so pretty in these. Then moving into wings. Very thankful that these round out, creating another 8-page. It works super well. And I know these don't belong, but this is kind of how I had it set up in my other binder. And then I have my Wings Taejin unit, and then also the 3 Taejin Selkas that we got along with PTD and Damerjang. So then we got Wings. Followed also by the Wing postcard book. Oh, there's like stuff on this page. Okay. So we got all the postcards for the final. We have the other Wing set. Should stay on that a little bit longer. And then the other postcard set. Again, would love to cut some backings so they don't slide around. It's one of my biggest pet peeves of pages that don't fit their pockets. Just, they slide around so much and it drives me insane when they don't fit the pocket. And then this, the little stamp card. And then we have HYYH on stage epilogue. One of my favorite Jin concepts because he looks like gorgeous, like really princely. These are probably the most uninteresting ones, the just on stage ones, and I don't, again, I almost didn't collect these, but I have a completionist nature, so I did eventually go, okay, it's time to get them, but especially, like, they're so, I love him, but I don't need to see him sitting in the chair for, like, the entire photo shoot. At least, Tae has a bit of variety. Like, this one's adorable. I freaking love that card. But again, just Jin hanging out in a chair is kind of, like, I don't know what they were thinking. They could have made him at least stand up. And then we have the postcards for that, which again are little, they're very pretty. The concept is really simple, but they are pretty, and I would like to get one more unit. So again, I have a Tae unit, so I'd like to get a Jin unit to go with it. We have Begins, which I'm still missing the one Tae, so other than that, they're all here. Again, one of my favorites. I keep realizing I'm like sitting here this whole time with my arms sticking out, but one of my favorite sets. We have Wake Up, and we have, I always forget what this is. I don't remember what it is, guys, but it goes here. That's all I know. And then also Red Bullet. Back down a little bit. Okay. And then we are done, once I flip this page, for tour. But again, 2025 or 26, whenever they start touring and whenever they start that new merch drop for the tours line, I guess that's a bridge I'll cross then, because this is full. This is like at capacity. This was meant to end at PTD. So you know what, maybe this is just the chapter 1 binder, and then I will start a chapter, I guess 3 tour section or something after that. So, there's going to be a quick cut here, because give me a second, I got to move some binders around in order to get at everything. Okay, and I'm back. This is the last of the A4s I have. Again, I have 3 more coming, so I'm going to alleviate some of the pressure on these, and also probably reorganize what's where. This binder will probably change a bit because it's, again, very packed. I did show this a bit in my other video when I was explaining my reasoning for moving things, so I will kind of go through this a little more quickly. Again, how do 2 members have so much stuff? I guess they have a 10-year career, so of course they have a lot, but I don't know, it feels like so much. So I'll just kind of do a slower flip through of this, but we have seen it before in other videos, so. Yep. Just try not to get them to fall out when you flip them. Then again, Proof, Exhibition, and Daydreamers. We got the stuff from the photo book. Again, one of my favorite sections is D-Festa. I was thinking about it. D-Festa Jin and Vicon Tae are probably some of my favorite photo shoots. And they're all Daikon. I just think they have a really good photographer. They just know what they're doing. They take really pretty photos of the guys. Really nice concepts. So I really appreciate that. I think I might have moved these around to make them look a little better since I last flipped through this. And then we're into Daikon Goes On stuff, both from the group photo book and the individual photo books. And then this is from the previous issue. And I don't have Tae yet, but I will get him eventually. And then we have like the Daikon, like postcards and stuff like that. Whatever the heck kind of inclusion card you want to call that. And then we go to Vicon, which, like I said, I think is just my favorite, one of my favorite Tae photo shoots. I just think they did such a good job. It's so gorgeous. Unfortunately, I put these on the back just because I didn't want a page of just 4. It seemed kind of needless. Even though I really do love Pouty Tae back here. And cameo from Jin, since that was my my page filler. Then yes, the postcards. I believe they're from the pop-up store. And again, this Tae, and then we have more from the books, the included postcards. Again, this is one of my favorite concepts. He's just so pretty here. It's like painfully pretty. Like that song, the like so pretty it hurts, is good descriptor. This is the fact section. I never thought the fact would need its own section, but they've actually released so many pretty photos of the guys that I'm kind of finding myself collecting them. I just started with like this kind of stuff and I was like, they're pretty, let's have them in the collection. But then with the B-verse inclusions, it's just, they're just really nice. And I'm slowly collecting the inclusions from 2023's book, which I guess was 2022's book. I do have these now, the postcards, and again, like this is kind of why I'm just like, okay, the fact needs its own section because these are so pretty. Like these are such beautiful photos of the guys. And then we have from the first fact photo book, the inclusion cards. And then we go into the photo folios. So these work very well for having 4 and 4. I don't know if it's showing up on screen, but I have them all sleeved in like hard hollow sleeves. And then the ones from the OT7 photo folio featuring shark and tuna. And then the stamps from the 2 books. This section is just some miscellany. It's, I believe what's in here is like miscellaneous, but official, like not a collab. So still made by Hype or Big Hit. And some of the stuff will be moved around and some of it will just stay in the miscellaneous section, whatever kind of makes sense as I move things over. Listen, like this is all like season's greetings and winter package, like seasonal stuff. This will have its own section. I actually spent a lot of time prepping items for the seasonal section, and then I can't fit it with the binders I have, so I have to wait a little bit longer before I can build out my seasonal section. And then we have Mott's. I didn't know where to put these, but I figured they're also an addition to everything else, just like the book cards, so that's where they are. But I'm just going to quickly fix this because I saw this the other day that I realized I put them in the wrong place. Again, just miscellany. These are all things that are in addition to merch, except for that's from the pop-up store. So we got the youth file photos. We have the ticket card holders, or the ticket holders, not ticket card. More Mott's calendar, which I think this is probably going to go with seasonal because we didn't get season's greetings. We got the OT7 photo folio, so that's my reasoning. I realize my voice has gotten kind of gravelly. It's very dry. And then this is just kind of part of, I just wanted to use up my pages from my first batch to kind of get a grasp on how many pages I needed for my second order. So a lot of these can be moved. I realized these should actually be put with HYYH in the other binder, and I'll move those eventually, but we'll worry about that later. More Mott's. We have membership, we have Wings, Festa and PTD, So this is very miscellaneous. And I'll think about where to put some of that stuff a little later, but for now, it was just an exercise to use up current pages, so I ordered the correct amount of pages next. Again, the fun thing is I grossly underestimated the size of this collection, since I still have 4 more binders to go through. But I love it. I love my collection to death, honestly. It brings me so much joy. Okay. So we're getting into our A5s now. Again, there's 4 binders like this. I do think, like, I do have another A5 ordered from Meow Cafe. I just, after having both, I just kind of prefer their stuff, personally. But, so I probably will keep one A5, and I'm not sure yet what I'll keep in it, but maybe DVD Blu-rays. Something that doesn't necessarily look great on a 9 pocket or in a 10 pocket. It kind of depends if I can make it work or not. So we'll see. So this is the merch card / membership / anything that's like a mini PC size that doesn't kind of belong other places. And I have to really think about how I'm going to break out this binder when I do move it, because like I would love to move these to kind of go with their concepts, but I don't know if I want to break up Tour and Muster the same way I have the albums set up, where it's just all the concept all together. I might just keep these together as their own thing, just because they're hard to, like, when there's only 4, it's like you're wasting a whole 8 pocket just for 4. And same with these, like the 4 Army Bomb cards. And again, like 6. And then with the Mike Badge cards, again, there's 6. So it might be hard to break them out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. These will probably land up somehow together in their own binder in an A4, but I don't think it would make sense to put them in with Muster or Tour if the concept matches. Got like little wishes, the postcards. Oof, guys, I need a drink. My poor voice, it's so like sore and dry. We've had an incredibly tame, dry winter. Like, my hands are suffering so badly for it. This is one example. Like, I could put Mott's into the Mott's section of the Tour binder, but again, there's only, like, this is fine because there's a tiny little fluff here. This would be a page of 8, so like that would be okay. You could probably put that in, but then what do you do with B, which only has 2? And then what do you do with Soju, which only has 4? And then these have to go somewhere else, because what are you going to do with them? Like, you could consider putting them to Butter Concept maybe, but also it would just be a page of 4. It would be a waste of an 8 pocket. So that's why I think ultimately these will probably just stay together, because even if it's like something like half the page is B and Dalmajang and another half page is like Soju or something, I think it would be better than just breaking them up into like many 8 pockets that they don't fit properly. Such good cards. I love this one. Such a cute Jin card. And then we have the merch box. I think these will probably be able to go into the renewal section. There's enough of them. So this is already like an 8 pocket page. they can probably go into that section, and then we're gonna already have 6 once Tae's box comes out. This needs to be moved. Oh, this was renewal. I constantly forget what this is. And then 3rd renewal. And then we have, again, more renewal cards. Which, that's great that they're up to 6, so that makes me happy. I really wish they've gone with a normal size, though, for the office concept, because it's my favorite concept so far, and the cards are just such an annoying size. Viewfinder and Armypedia, like puzzle in the soup. And then we have the exhibition, which again, they came with a clipboard, but I'm not going to put them in the exhibition section because, again, it's just 2. You just can't make that work well on the A4 concept. So then we have Damjang, which these will move probably into like a seasonal section. I remember how hard it was to find this Tae. I looked forever. And then at the end of the day, I think this is the problem I have too, and I don't know if other people have this problem, but sometimes there's a few instances where I was collecting like the newer sets, with this set. I joined a Go that landed up being sorted, and I got like a pretty poor assortment of Tae and Jin, and then it's like I also bought some myself, which didn't fill any gaps, and then I also landed up trading, and then at the end of the day I was counting how much I spent trying to get the whole set together and realized that if I just gone literally, like, eBay is not cheap. eBay is usually like the place where they overprice the most, but there were sets on eBay, full sets, for like half of what I paid to join a Go, which should have been cheaper, and just buying a couple packs myself with some other merch. So, oh, these gorgeous here. It's a matter of like you win some, you lose some, I think. That was definitely a lose some. And after that, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna buy the full sets, like when they're brand new like that, because then it's just kind of one and done. They're brand new and out, and then you don't really have to worry about trading or anything really. Let's see what other ones we have. Some of these might be a tiny bit on the messy side, just because I've been moving stuff out of them into the other binders. But here we still have, these are the collab cards, so like Samsung and Fila. Samsung again. And again, a lot of gaps because I'm moving things over. This is literally one of my favorite cards. Like, I'm just gonna highlight it because is that visible? For being a collab card, it's so nice. I know they're like showing off the merch, but it shows his shoulders so well. So I'll just like flip through this kind of quickly. And then we also have POB. Unofficial POB, but I like them, so if you like, not that expensive to add. 10-star, love it. I want Tae so badly. I have never seen these for sale. I can't find any of the members, let alone Tae. I got really lucky finding Jin. He wasn't even like, I knew he existed, but I wasn't really looking because they were so hard to find and expensive, but I found him really fortuitously, so I'm like, okay, we got this. Newer edition is CC Jin, super handsome. Tokopedia. More of the bigger Samsung inclusions. At the back here we have just some of the group PCs that are mini PC size. Like this one's from the puzzle, one of the Dynamite puzzles. I don't remember where most of these are from, and this is from when I went to PTT Vegas. I got the set when going to the hotel. So it's just the rest of the set because Tae and Jin are on a shelf in an acrylic frame. I can't move these yet, so they're still here. Though I do really like how they look. I know like butter and Love Yourself don't go together, but it's just nicely fills out the page. The pages that would fit these really well. Oh, there's my cat cameoing again. The pages that would fit these really well for the A4s are out of stock. I did order some vertical ones and I haven't tried these in those yet, but I'm not sure if that would be the solution or not. And then at the back we have some yes cards, which I'm going to slow down on collecting these just for now and just focus on other stuff. I was buying them like opportunity buys, but I keep buying the same one. Like, and then I almost signed up for more that were doubles and I'm like, okay, I don't have a good grasp on this, so I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna take a breather here. Oh, I thought that was a cat hair, but it is a scratch. Then we just got a few postcards at the back for like Puma and Tiny Tan. This might be VT, forget, it's either VT or Mediheel. And then SK Telecom, and just more VT. So that's the Miss binder. 2 more binders to go. I hope I'm not boring you with my endless rambling, but so we're gonna do this. We still have one more chunky deluxe binder, and then this one. This one again has a few missing because they've been moved, but otherwise they're basically together. So we have from In the Soup. I don't know why Taste Upside Down happened. Okay, there we go. So yeah, from Memories. I'm really excited for the seasonal section because, like I said, I actually took some time to like make and adjust some inclusions to fit the pockets. So it's like, I'm really excited to see how it looks. It was one of the things I was like most excited for, but I'll have to wait till next week. And then maybe I'll just do like a 10-minute video, show it off. So we'll just kind of flip through these. This is where Bang Bang Con and stuff was. And then we got some little wishes. I love these ones. I'm not sure where to put them later, but I love them from magazine. This is a double. I should go grab the equivalent of Tae from Memories, but not yet. I'll get it eventually. And then another Japan POB for Dark and Wild, but again, they're unofficial, but I still really like them, and they're not that expensive. Then we got Armypedia. So yeah, most of this binder is actually untouched. We'll see where it lands up afterwards. Other than that, it's good. And then this is the final binder. I do have a tiny binder that has a few things that are pocket, like smaller single pocket pages. And I do have, like I mentioned, the photo folio with the plastic files inclusions, as well as the big mini poster binder, but I'm not going to include those. I'm just going to stick to the A5s and A4s for today. So this is like, again, some seasonal, some like DVD, mainly DVD, Blu-ray, and then I think at the end I have Venue, and then also a few that I just wanted to combine into it from other binders that had leftovers after I moved everything. So again, we have like these at the front. I have a space left for Tae, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. These pages are kind of messy. I don't think that's showing up on the camera though. It's just showing up at my angle, I think. So we got like the DVD and Blu-ray for concerts. And then we also have, yeah, so just like concerts, we have the new edition of the PTD Digicode, which these are, it's so nice they gave everyone. I know like it can be fun to collect or try to hunt down your bias, but like it's expensive too, having to do that, like especially depending on who you collect, right? So we got memories, so 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Still really love this card. Actually, both of them. Both these are just like, whew, beautiful. And then 2021. I think this is like one of my fave Taes. It means a lot that I pulled it myself, but also it's just like such a nice photo of him. Then we go into like fan meets and muster. And again, this is like one of those conundrums where it's like, do I add it to that section? But I don't think it would fit very well. So I think they'll probably just land up in their own area. I love his fluffy hair, his apple hair. And we got like Kissy Jin and Reindeer Tae. And then also this is now the like venue cards, like things you get at venues. So these I'm not really sure where to put, but they were a venue, like at an army booth, I believe, like a lucky draw booth. So that's venue specific to me. Same with like the Nenka ones. Obviously the lucky draws for PTD Vegas and LA. And then of course the live play and the lucky draws that were from Yet to Come Busan. And then also the Yet to Come Busan section, right? So it's like these were cinema inclusions. So cinema venue, these are like tour, like, or that's Yet to Come Busan, these are the hotel. So I think eventually, once I take them off display, the ones I got from the hotel in Vegas would come into this kind of section, just like the hotel ones from Busan here. These are just the merch, so that kind of goes with it. And then also Festa 10, right? 10th anniversary was also like a venue exclusive thing. And then the end of that. And then also a bit of the Hype Daydreamer, which is unfortunate that there's just these two because they won't really fit in with anything else, but so they might just stay here in this section. I wasn't able to move all the Japan cards over. These are also kind of more like the renewal section, so it's fine that they're kind of still hanging back. I love the backs and fronts. So all the renewal cards as we go. Newer additions are these two. And then that's it for this section. And then we just have a few stragglers at the end here that will eventually go somewhere else. But most of them are DVD or seasonal or memories. And that's it. That's almost my whole Taejin collection. And of course I have, you know, stuff on shelves in the room, like magazines, things like that too, but I can't really show those in these kind of videos too easily. Though I do think I will, since Tae had so many magazines in chapter 2, and maybe not everybody could get a hold of them, I think what I'll do, because I actually have his Harper Bazaar ones coming very shortly, is just do a flip through of his section for each magazine, just in like maybe a short like 10-minute or less video, just to kind of show like all his like photo shoots he did from Vogue all the way to Harper Bazaar. And then yeah, because it's kind of fun. The only thing I don't have is Pop. I've tried to find it so many times, but it's really hard to find here, especially I can buy it but with not his cover, so I'm only buying it if he's on the cover. Anyway, anyways, that would be the next video. Thank you so much for sitting here with me. I hope you enjoyed. I'm really excited to move the rest of these to other binders, but it's just part of the collection journey. So this is where we're at. The end of January. There's been nothing new added in February yet. So let's start the 2024 season and see how it grows. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.